They were like, hey, come play, come play. And I said no. And my dad said, what if I get you a laptop and Costco rolls? And I said, okay, then yeah, I guess I'll go try it out again.
I think it made me very passionate towards the things that I put effort into. Obviously, growing up playing a sport for like 10 years of your life, basically, I mean, it was my life. So I think having like that passion and dedication for something for that long influenced me to be like that elsewhere in other areas in my life.
I think to play at that high level, I had to put in a lot of time. The 10-year-olds and some people that I've had lessons with work really hard and be super excited about it. And I can kind of see myself in them as far as being a perfectionist, wanting to get it right, not wanting to leave the field until we got it right. I see myself in some of the younger girls with enthusiasm still. The physical aspects of the sport that stick with you after, it's definitely the mental aspects, the life lessons you've learned as far as like getting along with everybody on a team or not getting along but learning how to play well still. Playing for coaches that you don't like, I mean, a lot of it can be related to life because not everybody has a boss that they enjoy playing with. When I applied for a couple jobs, they're like, hey, what about this problem you've had before in a coworker setting? I was like, actually, I've never really worked because I've always played softball, but listen to this story about an experience that I had with a girl that never really played before in college, and it was super weird, but this is how we got through it. And they were like, oh, okay, that works. Yeah, like we'll take that. That's pretty cool. So there's definitely a lot of things that happen on the field that are super relatable, and life lessons, time management. People who are athletes and are held to that standard are pretty goal oriented. You have to be determined. There's room to fail for sure, but just because you're in a situation where if you don't really perform, you don't play.
Playing sports from such a young age, especially softball tournament style, made me very like dedicated and passionate from the beginning. Having to stop that due to an injury, especially at such like a pivotal moment in my life when I was maturing and growing up and figuring out who I was as a person, I would say probably really affected my mental health, first of all, and also my behavior. Having that like stable one thing in my life for as long as I can remember, and then having it just kind of taken away, I think it really changed my behavior and how I acted towards people and my parents and my relationships. I got into a lot of trouble around that time. And I think it was sort of like a rebelling type of behavior, which I still wouldn't like change that part about it because it was important for me to figure out those things and get in trouble and experience that kind of trauma. I went through something at a young age that a lot of people my age did not go through. So I couldn't connect with people in softball anymore, teammates, coaches, whatever it is. It taught me that I needed to find something else in my life. I couldn't hang on to something forever. If softball was done with me, I didn't want to, hate it forever. Even if you can't see if it's worth it now, like the worth of it, it's going to pay off in the future and it's going to change who you are for the better.